Hello and welcome to the Secret Society. I am Ralph, and I am going to be going over the special look trailer for the Mandalorian Season 2. I didn't know this was showing up. It's only a minute long, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it. There's not a lot of new footage, and a lot of the scenes that are in there from the first trailer are just kind of like extended scenes. There's not really much more to it. But if you notice, things look a little different than my normal video breakdowns. I've downloaded some technology that'll help me do live videos for It Came From the VCR. Now, I figured I need to test this, so this is the perfect opportunity to test this stuff out. What you're seeing now is this is the area where I'll be in a second. I'll shrink down to the bottom of the screen and be able to do my breakdown of the Mandalorian trailer in a different window. You'll see. But I'm testing this out here. This is just a recording, as you probably can tell. But this software is set up to do live streaming. So the goal is to be able to live stream VHS stuff and movies, weird tapes, anything like that. Bring guests on, discuss the stuff, and do It Came From the VCR, the show. So you'll see that all the artwork surrounding me here is going to be very VHS dude centric. But if this works out, I'm probably just going to use this for the Secret Society as well, for doing video breakdowns. It seems pretty cool. It's a lot easier to set up than my old setup, where I was just doing a screen recording and I had to like change my desktop background, use my FaceTime camera, and just screen record the area that I was using. It was awful. It was awful. So this is going to make things easier. It's going to look better, and I'm excited to do live videos. Before we get to the breakdown, I want you to know that at the end of this episode here, if you don't feel like watching the trailer with me, don't worry about it, but skip to the end. I'll be back on this big screen here, so you'll know when I'm talking. I'm going to let you know who the guests are for the upcoming Mandalorian Season 2 episodes on Patreon. So stick around for that, and let's get started. So let's do this. Wow, I made it a white because, Star Wars. So this is, like I said, this is for It Came From the VCR. So this will be sort of like the main screen. I have the VHS dude in the corner, that corner. He may or may not stay. And then, it says It Came From the VCR. And then I'll be down here, and the videos will be up here. Let's open them up. Now, this is my first time doing this, so bear with me if it doesn't work. But there it is. There is the video that we're going to be watching. So hopefully you guys can hear it. I'm going to turn it up a bit. And once again, like always, I'm going to start and stop. So if you haven't seen this, go ahead and watch the full thing. Like I said, there's not a lot to it, but I figured this is a great opportunity to utilize this program and test out what's going to be coming for the live stream in 2021. So stick around after I do this, and I'll just give you a lot more information. If you don't want to watch any of this, go to No More Tears, which is a previous episode that I released. It's an audio podcast called No More Tears, in which I explain everything that's going on and everything that's coming up on the Secret Society and just casino skunk stuff in general. So check that out. All right, let's get this going. Stand down. So streaming October 30th, we have a couple of X-Wings. We've seen this shot before, a couple of X-Wings tailing the Razor Crest, and they know it's the Razor Crest. So they're able to identify it, Razor Crest stand down. This is kind of cool, sort of a trench run in snow, like Beggar's Canyon.
I'm here on business. I need your help. I've been quested to bring this one back to its kind.
Okay, let's go back a little bit. Let's see if we see anything. There's a little bit of a jangling. I'm sure that's just regular sounds. when he's walking. If you know, in Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, there's a spur jingling sound with Boba Fett. And we heard that same spur jingling sound in episode 5, the Tatooine episode of Mandalorian Season 1. So it's a nice little tie-in. Here we are back at this area here. Looks like we have some, like a moisture evaporator on this side of the screen on the right side. Nothing really new here. It looks like Cara Dune has more of a sort of turquoise armor, and Greef has more of a like a dignitary outfit, I guess you can say. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's the child. Doesn't look much bigger. Looks roughly the same size. Nothing new here. Cara Dune has some blue in her hair. That seems new.
If I can locate other...
Okay, so here we have, in the desert, we have a bantha skull and bones. And there's bantha skeleton. Sweet. Cool. I mean, sure, banthas die and they leave skeletons. Not much going on here. Looks like a speeder bike traveling along the desert. All right, cool. Nothing else of note yet.
If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me. This is no place.
So earlier, I noticed a ship that looked like a triangle. If you look here in the front, is this the front of the Razor Crest? Is this all the same scene? I'm assuming it is. So this might be the front of the Razor Crest. I thought it might be a Y-wing or something. Okay, here we go. This is new. So this one goes here, that one goes there. But if you look back here on the wing, there's definitely a dead spider, which could be those spiders from the Ralph McQuarrie artwork. We saw them in the show Rebels. I'm not sure their name, but cool. It looks like we're going to have a spider fight. Sounds good to me.
This is no place for a child. Wherever I go, he goes.
Okay, so we have some new footage from the Gamorrean fighting. They look more green in this. I feel like the last trailer, they weren't as green, so maybe they did some color correcting on it. Anybody else in the crowd stand out? Some people, we only see them silhouetted. 3 dudes. Nothing really. This is a new shot. We haven't seen this shot in the last trailer. We got from the POV of the little baby buggy, where it was all dark and you hear all this going down. So if we look at this, it looks like the whistling birds are killing everybody around the Mandalorian with the exception of this Cyclops. So it looks like he does not get hit. Okay. Okay, so they're doubling down on the Kenner troop transport. It looks like they're in some sort of facility here. It almost looks like it could be like... It's got pieces that look like the Tantive blockade runner. Right here and right here. But I don't think it is. But it's some sort of facility. Obviously Imperial at one point. They have the gun turrets from the Death Star and like satellite dish and stuff. They took the Kenner troop transport. That's pretty cool. And they are now... Okay. They are now taking out speeder bikes. But if you look right in between Cara Dune and Greef Karga, it looks like our buddy Horatio Sands is back. So I guess he's more important. Like, no one can just be a one-off character in Star Wars. They all have to have some sort of side story or something bigger. So here we have Horatio Sands back for the second season. Not a lot going on here. Just some random shots of faces. I don't know if they meant anything. This shot right here looks like it's from a completely different scene from this one, because this one they're like in an archway. They're not out in the desert. Okay, the child, cool. I don't see anything in the reflections. I don't see anything around here. This must be them breaking into that facility, probably. As we saw them, they took off in the troop transport, and then the Mandalorian uses his jetpack to escape. So he may come down and land on that troop transport. So they must be on a mission to come get Horatio Sands' character back. Grief Karga. If you look back here on the left-hand side, there is you can see out the window. So this looks like a turret that's in that troop transport. Nothing really of note. So it looks like a rescue mission. Okay, and then we see TIE fighters.
Here we go. The Mandalorian, new season streaming October 30th, only on Disney+.
Cool. I mean, what do you guys think? I think it's going to be fine. Yeah, like I said, this is a really short trailer. It's only 1 minute long. And I mean, I wasn't going to do it, but I just wanted to test out this equipment that I downloaded. It's software. I keep calling it like technology and equipment. So yeah, the new season starts on October 30th. And I have my guest list set up for this. Let me see if I can't get that open here for you guys. Okay, so let me head back, close this down, head back here. Okay, so October 30th is when The Mandalorian starts. Chapter 9 will be the next chapter, the first chapter of season 2. So chapter 9 is going to be Alex Robinson from the Star Wars Minute podcast. I'm really excited to talk to him. I haven't talked to him before. This is going to be a first time, so hopefully it goes well. Chapter 10 is going to be Tony Thaxton from Bizarre Albums. Incredibly excited about that. I can't wait to talk to Tony. He's a huge Star Wars fan, a good dude, and he puts out like an amazing podcast every week called Bizarre Albums. I'm looking forward to that. Chapter 11 is Adam Frazier. Adam Frazier is from Slash Films. I don't know if you heard it, if you guys know his work, but he does write for Slash Films. Chapter 12, our friend Colleen Glatfelter from the broadcast over at the Jay and Jack Network. I'm excited to talk to her. I don't think I've ever done a one-on-one podcast with her, so that should be a lot of fun to talk about Chapter 12 with her. Chapter 13, we have an old friend making his debut on the Mandalorian podcast from All Right, Let's Do a Podcast, my co-host Kevin Kittredge. Excited to talk to Kevin about that. We know that's going to be a good episode. Check that one out. Chapter 14, and Nicholas Dunn from Owen and Baru's Barbecue. Last season I had Matt Eichhoff from that same podcast, so I'm excited to go and talk to Nicholas on this season. I decided on this season I wanted all new people. Since it's a continuing chapters, I want to have all new guests, so I'm looking forward to talking to Nicholas. On December 15th, it'll be Chapter 15 with James Hewlett. James Hewlett does a podcast called Lonely Boys Meet World, which is a Boy Meets World podcast. And then coming in 2021, he's going to be my co-host on Invincipod. So go check out Invincipod. Just go to invincipod.com and you can check us out there. In 2021. We already posted our first episode, so you can check that out right now. It's available on iTunes and any podcast stream you could think of, as well as, did I say YouTube? Yeah, YouTube. Okay, and then finally, Chapter 16, the season finale. I'm talking with Michael Allred, who's the creator of Madman Comics. You know his work from the covers of Batman 66. He's done X-Ray Robot, X-Static, X-Force. I mean, the dude's a comic book legend, and he's a huge Mandalorian fan. When I asked him if he wanted to join me on season 2, he requested to do the finale so that we can talk about the season in its entirety. So that's going to be a nice, big, fun episode. So that's the slate for The Mandalorian. I just want to let you know, those are going up on Patreon, just like last time. I'm shooting for Tuesdays, a Tuesday release for the Patreon shows. As you know, recently I put the season 1 episodes up on YouTube for the public. I might be doing that this season too, but a lot sooner. I'm not waiting close to a year to put those up because I'm so excited about these shows and the guests we have coming on board. I can't wait to share that with everybody. So chances are that the Mandalorian episodes are going to come to the public on YouTube probably a week after I post them on Patreon. So look forward to that. I'm excited to talk about Mandalorian season 2 episode by episode. I know last season got a little dicey in the middle where I wasn't really on board with the show anymore, but it really picked up steam in the last 2 episodes. So I'm hoping that momentum kind of propels itself into season 2 and we get some really good shows. If not, I'm sure the conversations will be fun. So look forward to The Mandalorian season 2. I'll talk to you guys soon. And until then, may the Force be with you.